Here we have an Xbox One X game console that came in for repair. Customer said that he took this to another repair shop to replace the HDMI port, and there may be riv pads inside. That's what the customer said. We disassembled the board right here, and let's take a look and see what type of Hiroshima we have inside. This looks like Russia against Ukraine. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. I wish nobody would invade anybody, because a lot of innocent lives are going to be lost. But what can you do? It's all about the power. We will start by removing this HDMI connector, and then we will see what the real Hiroshima looks like. And for those of you who get offended by the word Hiroshima, just stop commenting on the videos. My intentions are clean. It's like saying COVID. A lot more people died in COVID compared to Hiroshima. Why, when somebody says COVID, it doesn't sound like a bad word? My intention, me saying that word, is not to reflect back to the people who died, but to describe the mess that we are working with. So if the word offends you, just do not watch, do not comment. And I'm talking about 1% of the viewers who every once in a while, why are you using the word Hiroshima? Why are you using the word COVID? The port is not coming off. It looks like we may still have unleaded solder. Let's go ahead and apply low melt solder so we can lower the melting temperature of the joints. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This looks factory to me. Doesn't look like the port was replaced. Maybe we have damage in the front, but look at the joints. Oh, interesting. The repair just got more interesting. Let's apply low melt solder. See how low melt solder stays liquefied? We need to apply more flux to help with the flow of solder. And if you look here, solder is still soft. That's what I'm talking about. And finally, we're gonna apply low melt solder right over here. I'm just pressing down on the pins. We do not want to shift the pins left or right. We just press down on them because we do not want to make it worse than it already is. Now we're going to flip the board and apply heat from the back, and we should be able to easily desolder the connector. Let's apply heat. And the connector is out. And I already see a big mess on the pins of the connector. Ripped pads. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that mess. Look at that beautiful piece of art. Wow. Look at the wires the shop tried to put on. We have one here, we have one here, we have one here, we have one here. What a mess. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damaged pads. Nice. That's awesome. Big Boss already left, so we're not going to be able to test this console today. But we're going to start by replacing the connector, and we may have to replace the retimer chip. We do not know if that chip is good or not. Or maybe the problem was the retimer to begin with, and the shop decided to replace and damage the HDMI connector. Who knows? But we're going to reassemble it tomorrow, try it. If still no signal, then we're going to attempt to replace the retimer chip. I do not have any videos recorded for today, so I thought, why not work on this one? Right now it's almost, what time is it right now? Right now it's 5:30. And I just want to finish this before I go home. I always record at the end of the day, so I do not get interrupted. The door is closed. And last time for customers to come in is 5 p.m. Look at that wick. Look at that wick. We're going to use the grinding pen so we can expose the traces, and then we're going to use pad strips to restore the pads. I mean, that's one very thin trace, very thin. Just hold your breath when using the grinding pen so you can be as accurate as you possibly can, because those traces are super tiny. I think we are good. And now we're going to use pad strips to restore all the missing pads. We're going to be using pad strips number 2, and a lot of you already know what pad strips number 2 are. We've done this so many times, I'm sure a lot of you already memorized the whole process. flux, low melt solder, grinding pan, pad strips, and all that good stuff. Should we use those or should we use this? It doesn't matter. We can use either. Well, we're gonna need more than one. And we need to switch tips. This tip is too big. All right, that's pad strip number 1. Very nice. We have to cut it. Now we're not going to use the same thickness pad on this one because we do not want those pads to touch each other. The area is very tight and this one is just perfect. And we have 2 more to go. We did an excellent job. Let me just straighten out the wires. And the reason I left them long on the bottom is so that we can add solder mask and secure the wires from both the bottom and top. And now we're going to use UV mask. Oh, did we miss one pad? Right here. We missed one. And now we're going to use our 10-watt UV lamp. And let it sit there for about 15 seconds. All the stuff that we used in this video, low melt solder, flux, pad strips, grinding pan, UV lamp, UV mask, can all be purchased from our website, NorthridgeFix.com. Click on shop. and all the tools that we use are posted there. And we're going to use just a tiny bit of hot air. Beautiful. Now we missed one pad, and we're going to have to fix it. Right over here. Look at how hard that UV mask is. Premium quality UV mask plus 10 watt UV light equals amazing results. Ninth dimension. We caught it at the edge of ninth dimension. Right at the border. Very nice. And one last step is to thin the wires before we solder the HDMI connector. Great. And right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna reflow that connector down in place. Let's apply hot air. And we're gonna press down on the connector. As soon as we see solder on the pads liquefy, we're gonna press down on the connector. And we should be all good. Solder is liquefying. Very nice. Just a little bit more. A little bit more, a little bit more. Patience. And let go. Right, let's go ahead and check. We want to make sure all the pins are solid. Solid, solid, solid. Now this pin may move a bit along with the wire. And oh yeah, solid, solid. It's moving with the wire. That's good. Moving with the wire. Moving with the wire. Moving with the wire. Solid. Solid. Moving with the wire. And this one is moving with the wire. Solid. Solid. Awesome. Now we're gonna have to do the back. Wow. Very nice. And that's it. Job is done. All the pads are soldered on properly. We secured the legs from the back. And there's no reason why this Xbox One X would not work, unless the retimer chip is bad, in which case we would have to replace it. But otherwise, it should work. We're gonna find out tomorrow. And that's it. We're gonna end the video right here. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions. And we'll do something else in the next video.